Yeah, this is all bad for all in purple. I think there are three reasons. I'm going to call it 3 and a B. I got a bonus one as well, but 3 things it says. First thing is this system sucks in Baltimore. Okay? Second thing is, hey, Lamar Jackson, you my dog. I love you. We're going to talk about that when people say they love you and then they try to drop something on you. Lamar Jackson, I love you, but guess what? You're not good enough to overcome that system that sucks. That's number 2. And the third thing is, since they're questioning if Greg Roman is a competent offensive coordinator in the passing game, and they're still questioning Lamar Jackson at the quarterback position, the last thing I'm going to do is sit here and let them question, should I get paid as a top receiver in this league? So I got to dip. Now, here's the bonus of it all, because it tells me something about you, Hollywood Brown, too. I want to remind my man that everywhere you go, there you are. So you trying to run from this problem that you guys couldn't overcome together, and you want to go run back home to your college quarterback to help make you, may not be the best solution for you in this moment. I can see why he wanted to go, though. I got to respect this part. This is a dude that runs a 4.3, and last year was out there 11 yards per catch, 80th in the NFL, worst of his career so far. He's looking at all of the things trending in Baltimore in terms of the passing game as going down, even though Lamar Jackson was on pace to have some career numbers in certain categories if he would have stayed healthy. My bigger point is about their relationship, but I'm going to hold that one and tease that one until I hear what my dog is going to blast with. I don't know what receivers were drafted from Louisville, because it seemed like Devontae just went back to his college quarterback. We see Marquise Brown going to his college quarterback, and everybody else just going to chase the money. So that ain't damning, really, if you're Lamar Jackson, but I hear you, big dog. Let's not give my man Hollywood Brown a pass, because I think you just try to give him a pass. Hollywood Brown didn't know who they were drafting. Hollywood Brown didn't even care who they were drafting. He already told them he wanted to leave, as I say, quote from my man Peter King, respect. He didn't like the offense. Too conservative, not enough big strikes. And he wanted to be reunited with his boy from college. So this sounds like, you know how it goes. Once you get into the offseason, you start looking around, man, what happened, man? Man, shoot. Man, they didn't even give me the rock to sing. Even though you had career numbers in terms of yards. But then his yards per reception, I give him that, went down. And he had his fewest touchdowns. So he's looking around, forgetting that he got drops everywhere. 15 drops, tied for 11th in the NFL since he's been in the NFL. But we ain't going to talk about our warts. We're going to talk about all the stuff that makes us feel good and look good. So he's looking around like this offense sucks. And then the conversation shifts. But is my quarterback better than this offense? And that's where the indictment comes. I love when people say, man, in the middle of a conversation, you know I love you, right? That's when I pause. Just like Andre say, if you say real talk, I probably don't trust you. You only say I love you, and I love this when your love is already in question. They bring it up right when they know that they doubting your love and their love for you in that moment. You ain't got to give Lamar Jackson any comfort in this moment. He knows what you said. He knows that if you don't trust Greg Roman, that's one thing, but you don't trust me, that's a whole different conversation. Please don't couple those two the same. So now we get into what the NFL really is. You told me that the NFL is about you shifting and adjusting and having counters to whatever you're doing. I like to say basically the NFL is going to always ask you one question. How strong are your weaknesses? Don't tell me how strong you are. Don't tell me your strengths. How strong are your weaknesses? The things you can't do. How good can you do them? Because if not, we got a problem. You're looking at Lamar Jackson, and I'm tired of people damning him, and we might have to start fighting up here because I love you. Is the fact that, see, I'm slick, is the fact that people look at Lamar Jackson like he's in total decline. What he is doing is fighting a system that is trying to take him back and regression, and he's still trying to progress. Only thing that stopped Lamar Jackson last year from putting up career numbers was injury, not even this system. You don't believe me? Ask Hollywood Brown and his career numbers he put up last year.
Here's the problem.
It is. I agree. It's about Lamar. And it's unfair to Lamar because Lamar is caught in this predicament. I don't know if this happened to you growing up, and I wonder what you would do if this was a reality. Tell me if it's true. Your best friend lives in a bad neighborhood. Bad neighborhood. Do you still go see him? I mean, a neighborhood you shook to go into, but it's your best friend. Do you still mess with him? course you do, right? I mean, if anybody contemplating it, we got to talk. Because you know what's crazy? Lamar's stuck in a bad neighborhood. We get it. Greg Roman's offense in passing, once top 10 Baltimore Ravens. We get it. This ain't going to work out probably. But Marquise, didn't you just ball? Didn't you just have 1,000 yards? Yes, you did. What are you talking about? You can't make this even better. Getting those tight ends will help you if you complement those tight ends with the deep playability. What he forgot is when they ran the tight end offense, Marquise Brown was dropping everything.
He was.
And then now they're not running that offense. You get your 1,000 yards, and then you want to abandon it and use the cushion of the tight ends may be the issue. Man, won't you work with the tight ends? And that may open up the field even more so for you.
The question that everybody got to ask.
I thought you were about social justice.
Okay, talk to me.
Mm-hmm. They convicting the wrong man. Y'all convicting Lamar Jackson like he doing something. Let's go back into late August, early September. What was the most injured team in the NFL going into the season?
Ravens.
Did y'all see J.K. Dobbins?
No, sir, we did not.
Gus Edwards?
No, sir, we did not.
Oh, man. Did we want to talk about Staley and that? Let's stop. Most injured team, and they still were balling. Then they lose Lamar Jackson, and it starts to fall apart. Okay. Now, Marquise Brown, through all of that, has his first 1,000-yard season without all the tight end production to the same level, without the offense looking so stagnant, even though it's Lamar Jackson for most of the season, and then he gets injured. And now you want to leave? Instead of, wait a minute, everybody's coming back healthy. Lamar's here. Lamar was on pace to have some career numbers. I had my best season. Where you going, big dog? That's the question I can't answer. Not logically, not sensibly. Where you going? You look at the situation, it's going to be primed for a better tomorrow. But he's leaving to go somewhere else. He got 6 games till Hopkins comes back. Then what is he, 3rd, 4th on the depth chart? We'll see how it plays out. I hear you, big dog. Let me start here. Hollywood Brown is basically saying the system sucks in Baltimore and you're not good enough to overcome that system that sucks. Sorry to take a shot at you, Lamar Jackson, and my departure. But that's what I said through action, even though I didn't say that with my words. Basically, I'm with Hollywood Brown. Look, I would do this. It would have been a question. I would be like, yo, I got to get out of here. Greg Roman here. I saw what he did with Kaepernick. I see what he's doing with you right now. Injuries, whatever you want to call it. Even though I had a career year, it wasn't with you fully. I got to go. And that's fighting inside me, the dad. The dad in me is saying, stay there. You had a career year. Stay there with Lamar. The team was injured last year. J.K. Dobbins and Gus Edwards, they were hurt. And they still were doing well. And if you stay there after a career year and they're healthy, sky's the limit. That's the dad in me. You know what the uncle in me is saying? Because uncle's a little raw. Man, get away from Lamar Jackson and them boys. They're going to hurt your career because you're going to mess your money up. And I get it. But admit it. Doesn't it make him look a little weak? Just a little weak. I know he's doing a selfish thing and it's selfless and selfish, thin line, but it's a little weak like this. We all getting questions. Lamar Jackson's getting questioned. Can you play quarterback? The system's getting questioned. Can you guys perform, especially in the passing game? Baltimore's getting questioned. Hey, you guys going to be great or not? All the injuries. While they're doing all this questioning, instead of you answering the question, you want to run away. That happened to me in high school. First time I got arrested, I shot a BB gun. I didn't think this was a problem. Shoot a BB gun, it ricocheted, it hit one of my teachers. That's assault with a deadly weapon. Who knew, right? You imagine I wasn't the only one out there shooting, that one of y'all just ran because they questioning people out here? That's how he looked at me, like he just ran because he didn't want to get questioned. If you didn't do nothing, stay still. Make it happen. I don't know. A little weak.